Come in. Check my phone. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, Israel, Yasher Allah, Jeshurun, the apple of the eye of the Lord.
Con. Shalom, Sister Beverly. Sister Wanda.
Sister Beverly, Brother Alberta.
Albert Rivera. Shalom to you.
Um,
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom. Let y'all come in, make yourself comfortable. Grab some juice, grab some snacks.
Got a treat.
Yeah, man.
I don't want he's gonna get a class tonight.
So tonight, as the title stipulates, is going to be about this so-called, what they call holiday, but for us, this weekend is going to be the closing of the Feast of Dedication, what the scriptures call Hanukkah or Feast of Lights, right? But the lights that we are celebrating, let's not be confused with Christmas, because they are not the same. They're not even on the same wavelength, same thought process, not even the same origination.
Same spirit, none of that.
Spirit, all of that. But a lot of our people get discouraged when they see all those lights and people are going shopping and spending money. And most of our people are spending money they don't even have on credit cards to please children,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they bring their children to shopping malls and putting them on the old man's lap, talking about they're celebrating, you know, Christ's birthday, where nowhere in the scriptures even speaks on that.
It's like an old man's lap, an old white man's lap.
Oh yeah, white man's lap, man.
A pedophile.
And if you do your research, all that celebration is a celebration of Saturnalia, which is, it was a pagan holiday. It was having immoral relations with each other.
Mm-hmm.
There was giving gifts with each other. And they said, man, we can't keep doing it. We Christians, we got to act this way. So they just, when you go to, if anybody's worked in at a butcher's, how they make sausage? They take all the parts that they don't use and they
Right.
put them together and they tell you that's sausage. That's what Christmas is. It's all the refuse that they could muster and they put it together and they give you a sausage and tell you that's Christmas. People are not missing anything. Not missing anything. Trust me. Right?
No, you're not.
You're not.
You're not missing nothing at all. I mean, pretty much the thing that you may be missing is the gathering of your family.
Yeah,
right?
That's the most important part.
That's about it. Because I mean, as a child, you enjoyed the so-called gifts and this and that. But after 2 months, that gift is sitting in this corner somewhere. It ain't been used no more, or it's broke. So it's a waste of your time. Truthfully,
right?
It's sad.
And this has been done to our people because we walk around and we see other people doing things that they're not supposed to do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at Can you get me Numbers chapter 20, verse 14?
Count on one. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 20, verse 14. And Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom.
Mm-hmm.
Thus saith thy brother Israel,
Mm-hmm.
thou knowest all the travail
Mm-hmm.
that have befallen us.
Yeah, because we just came out of Egypt. So they knew, Esau knew how much we suffered, right? Keep going.
Verse 15. How our fathers went down into Egypt, and we have dwelt in Egypt a
Mm-hmm.
long time, and the Egyptians vexed us
How did they
and
vex?
our fathers.
How did they vex us? With hard labor, making bricks without straw,
Well, right.
beating us down. Until this day, we built things that today they can't even explain how it was built.
Con.
They can't explain how did they put that together. It don't make no sense. Even the pyramids are precisely positioned according to the constellation above. To this day,
Con.
keep going.
Con. Book of Numbers, chapter 20. Read that again, verse 14.
No, go to verse 16. Keep going.
Go to 16. And when we cried unto the Lord, he heard our voice and sent an angel and have brought us forth out of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
And behold, we are in Kadesh, a city in the uttermost of thy border.
See, so talking to Esau and the people in charge. You tell, yo, the Most High helped us, got us out of this situation, right? Keep going.
Verse 18.
Yeah.
And Edom said unto him, thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword.
See that?
And the children.
So, did you read verse 17 by any chance?
God. Verse 17. Let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards, neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand nor to the left until we have passed thy borders.
See that? So we said, yo, we're not gonna grab anything that you have, neither your vineyards, anything in your fields. We're gonna go by the main road and we're gonna go straight down and pass through. We're not even gonna take water from your wells. Just want to pass through. Keep going. Verse 18.
And Edom said unto him, thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword.
Keep going.
And the children of Israel said unto him, we will go by the highway, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it.
Yo, we trying to make deals here, trying to negotiate our way through. Keep going.
I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Verse 20. And he said, thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people and with a strong hand.
Last verse.
Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border. Wherefore Israel turned away from him.
So they didn't even allow us to go through. They even want to negotiate with us. They said, you're not coming through. So now, my question to the audience, why is it that at that particular time, they didn't even want us to go through their land, but we allow them to go through our minds to set up this whole Christmas Coca-Cola commercial with Santa with his lap ready to take our children as sacrifice, and to put them underneath the Christmas tree, and even setting up cookies and milk as offering.
Huh?
to this white so-called white man in your house. When that man, if dare I say he was real, that man would be committing breaking and entering, right? Coming down the chimney, raiding the fridge. That's theft. Yo, and looking at your kids and talking to your kids if they wake up. That's freaking social engineering and mind control.
Huh?
But we allow these people to come in our minds and say, yo, yeah, celebrate Christmas. It's okay. It's fine. You could sit down at the bottom of this Christmas tree, which represent Babylonian customs. It's fine,
Huh?
and open your gifts.
Let me just say this too. This whole what we just read is very spiritual. You know how we conduct ourselves compared to how they conduct themselves.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? We are such a nice people, a non-violent people. Truthfully, that's just in us.
we
Cause
come at
we
you straightforward
kind right. So Esau is a very violent person.
and cunning.
So when you, I mean, if you read the Bible, it's like something should snap in your mind because there's so many stories like this within Scripture concerning Esau and Jacob. Right? This is the beginning of the book. Like he wanted to kill Jacob in Genesis. Right?
Hmm.
That's what he wanted to do. And you can't see this. You can't see that it's white against black, white against black. You know,
And it's straightforward honesty versus cunning and
and craftiness.
deceptiveness and craftiness.
Right.
And it's like we came at you and say, yo, let me through. Yo, if my cow or my cattle drink water, I'll pay you for it. Like we didn't come out to Egypt empty-handed, brother.
Right.
We came out there with gold, silver, coin, everything they had. So we had money to pay.
Yeah.
But out of their anger and hate, they said, yo, it's not as if you don't have it. At that point in time, there was so much water you could spare. We're not talking about bottled water or pouring spring here. We're talking about from the source,
Yeah.
from the wells. But you won't make no deals. You won't make no agreements. You don't want to hear nothing.
It's like they have no empathy or sympathy
Oh no.
towards no one,
Oh heck no.
even to this day.
But
You
yet
know.
people would go out and they will break bread with them at restaurants and
Yeah.
like everything is hunky dory. But
Mhm.
this Shabbat, man, it's gonna be a crossroads. People don't see it, but there's gonna be people in their house with a Christmas tree, sitting down, opening gifts around midnight during Shabbat. And the next morning, you're gonna go to church, act like you love the Lord, but you just sat down underneath the Christmas tree a few hours before, gilded with gold and silver from a tree that, whether it be real or fake, that was brought into the house.
And let me just say this one last thing. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. When you bring, when they bring those gifts and they wrap those gifts, they taking the gift and they putting it underneath the tree.
And they're bowing
They
before
bowing to the tree, which makes the tree
idolatry.
not only just putting the tree up, you make it into a god. You're bowing down to that tree.
People don't like a lot of people don't even understand the unconscious behavior.
Mm-hmm.
It's deep.
Doesn't that go back to Nimrod also,
Yeah.
where he used to cut people's heads off and hang them on a tree or something like that? Something like that.
Can you give me Numbers 14 and 11?
Kind of one. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 11. And the Alahayim said unto Moses, how long will this people provoke me? And how long will it be ere they believe me? For all the signs which I have showed among them,
Keep going.
I will smite them with the pestilence and disinherit them and will make of thee a greater nation and mightier than they.
Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know about a lot of people, but please do not celebrate this Christmas, man. The next morning, you might catch some COVID stuff. Might catch some pestilence. Might not wake up from it, man. Keep going.
It's like there's a bad storm coming
Yeah,
all through the nation of America. And guess what? You could die.
you could die, man.
Your heater can go out, you can get in a car accident, slip on some ice, something can happen.
I'll tell you this. In Canada, in 1996, there was a ice storm. At least I would say 20 to 30 people died in their home. In England, there was an ice storm that made that all hydrate, heat in that people's houses. Cars was frozen over. People died in their house.
Yeah,
there was no heat to the point where they told people, "Yo, you don't have no heat. Do not stay in your house. Go to the stadium. Go there. Go there." They tell them to go somewhere, like move, because you're gonna die if you stay. You ain't got no heat. That's why in certain countries, when there's no, even though you have maybe $300-400 on your electric bill, they deemed it inhumane to cut the electricity so you don't have any heat during the winter. It's inhumane. So then by the time it's spring and you have maybe $700-800 on your electric bill, they make a deal with you to pay it off. Because they know, bro, like you ain't got no heat, you ain't gonna survive. And now a storm is coming, and people are playing with the Lord by putting a Christmas tree in their house.
Right.
Verse 13.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 13. And Moses said unto the Elohim, then the Egyptians shall hear it, for thou broughtest up this people in thy might from among them.
Keep going.
Verse 14, and they will tell it to the inhabitants of this land, for they have heard that thou, Lord, art among this people, that thou, Elohim, art seen face to face, and that thy cloud standeth over them, and that thou goest before them by daytime in a pillar of a cloud, and in a pillar of fire by night.
Keep going.
Now, if thou shalt kill all this people as one man.
As what? As what?
Now, if thou shalt kill all this people as one man.
No. Everybody's different. Everybody is judged. What? Read that again.
Now, if thou shalt kill all this people as one man.
Keep going.
Then the nations which have heard the fame of thee will speak, saying, because the Elohim was not able to bring this people into the land which he sware unto them, therefore he hath slain them in the wilderness.
In the wilderness. So now, if many people think that you're gonna go around celebrating, putting palm trees in your house or a Christmas tree in your house, you're gonna go into the wilderness and do the same thing. Just like back then, the Most High just sent lions and tigers and started killing people that were murmuring and acting wicked. Like your thoughts was wicked. Most High was like, "Troop, now you gotta go. He gotta go. He gotta go. He gotta go."
Look what they say today. They say, "Oh, I can't wait till the Most High come back, because He's gonna save us all, and we're gonna be in heaven, and everything is gonna be glorious, and this and that." They don't understand. I just talked to somebody about this. It's not gonna be a glorious time, people. If you desire the day of the Lord, the Most High said, "Is something wrong with you? something wrong with you because what is that? Amos 5?
Mm-hmm.
See if I can get that right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm, I guess it ain't.
Well,
I'll look for it though. But
okay.
anyway, go ahead, Alvin.
There's also Numbers chapter 25, verse 1, right? Now it says, and Israel abode in Shittim. Now, Shittim, right? That word, if you look it up in a concordance book or concordance Bible, Shittim basically means acacia tree.
Yeah.
But the the main premise of the acacia tree is that its branches has thorns.
Hmm.
So that means that that branch, you could grab it, get it ready, and start whipping people. You don't even need to basically, scratch it or do anything. That branch has thorns on it, right?
God.
And it says, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. And it's like our people don't learn. You tried to go through Edom. He said no, but they're in your mind, and they implanted Christmas, Easter, what's it called, Juneteenth, um, Independence Day, Veterans Day, Labor Day, all types of days,
Halloween,
Halloween, all types of days.
New Year's coming up. Yeah.
And the Most High keep whipping us and whipping us. And to the point where, like, you go to verse 6, right? Numbers
Mhm.
chapter 25, verse 6, it says, behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses, and in the sight of the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And we were reading before in Numbers 20 about the pestilence. That means that there was something going around, like COVID going around, just messing with the people.
Hmm.
And then when they discovered that this dude was dealing with a woman that he's not supposed to deal with, verse 7, and Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it and rose up from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand, and he went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her belly, so that the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. I'm not saying that you have to go out there and literally kill people. I'm asking people, if they ask you, yo, come to the crib, we're gonna eat some turkey and ham and celebrate Christmas. Now you gotta stick a javelin in them spiritually.
God.
Like, nah, I'm not doing that. The
God.
Lord said not supposed to celebrate that.
Mm.
Because this Shabbat, a choice is gonna have to be made. A lot of people are gonna be like, I don't want to be home alone. My family's gonna open gifts, have fun, watch football, and in front of a tree, and you have your children like sitting down on the floor in the living room opening gifts. And
God.
it's like, it's amazing to me.
They 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 desire. It's like they desire evil, man. You know, they have no knowledge or no understanding that every year they're going through the same thing.
The
It's like
same.
a yeah. It's like every year you doing the same thing. Ain't nothing improving in your life. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. This it's all vanity. You know, you like I said, you buy these gifts, and those gifts, like 2 or 3 months later, they sit in the corner somewhere. It's a waste of money. Now your credit card is all sky high. Uh, Now you're saying, "Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna pay this bill and all this stuff." Yeah, because you spent all the money on your gifts, trying to please your children, or trying to please somebody else, buying Gucci bags and trying to please your wife and all this stuff. And it's crazy.
It's crazy.
You're out of your mind. It's nothing wrong with having nice things. I ain't saying that. But if you can afford it, don't spend your stuff to the and then you spend it on whenever when this day he tell you to spend it.
And imagine you got people gonna run around on Shabbat, running around trying to buy stuff.
Yeah.
You breaking the law on so many levels. Then after that, you're gonna have your kids sit down underneath that tree, opening gifts,
Yep.
or they're gonna take their kids and raise them up to put a star on top of that tree. And it's like, bro, like you bugging. Like,
Yep.
and let's look at Amos chapter 5, verse 21, right?
Oh yeah, you got it.
I hate, I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Mm-hmm.
Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs. All them Christmas carols and all that garbage. Most are not listening to that.
Mm-hmm.
For I will not hear the melody of thy viols, but let judgment run down as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream. Now, wait a minute. From what I remember from Revelations, Yahushua be talking loud, like a mighty stream falling down, and yet people don't hear
Mm-hmm.
Yahushua. They don't hear Christ, right?
Yep.
Ye have borne, Salat, verse 25, ye have offered me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness 40 years, O house of Israel. But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch and Kiyun, your images, the star of your God, which they put on the top of the Christmas tree, which ye made to yourselves.
Huh?
You went out there, bought that Christmas tree, or cut it down in the woods, brought it inside, went to the store, went to Lowe's. That's how low our people go. They went to Lowe's and they bought all them lights, all them decorations, and they put on them. So they feel so proud. They're like, yeah, look at my tree. And they wear them ugly sweaters. Yeah, you are ugly.
Yeah, the sweaters be crazy. They be crazy. I'll be like,
You're
y'all are out of your mind. It's like
bugging.
just like the Irish, when they had the April Fools, whatever they call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they be putting all that green on, painting their face. Not, it's like we are. You look like a clown, and the white man looking at you, laughing at you. Look at these clowns. These are the children of God. And look at them.
But it's the power of peer pressure and the feeling to belong. Out of fear and scarcity of not having people. But you as a man, you have to humble yourself before the
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And there's even some men that are unwilling to give up a girlfriend that they just met because they celebrate Christmas when that's Christmas is off.
Hey, let me say this. I don't want to like you. I don't mean to keep you interrupting, but you bring up some points. A lot of men break up right now. They don't have women no more. Because why? A gift. They got to give the woman a gift. So they like, nah, I ain't
Listen,
even dealing with it. And then they get back with the woman just before tax season. This is how they play with their mind, man.
I'm not
It's
gonna lie, bro.
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I'll be like this. I'll even ask the people in the audience. Would it be okay if a man, if he sees that you as a guy sees as a woman, you celebrate Christmas, right? Me, I'm willing to work on you. But from the so-called 15th of December, I vanish. You're not gonna find me. I just ghost. And you're like, well, you're not gonna come to my family. No, I don't celebrate that. I don't
Yeah.
celebrate that. I'm gonna leave that alone. And we're like, oh yeah. Listen, man, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. A man can't tell a woman what to do. She tells herself.
Right.
You can't control a woman. And I'm not trying to control you. But for me, I like it. I like being around you. I like chilling with
Yeah.
you. But that I
Can't
can't
do
do.
it.
I can't do it. And they're like, but why? I'll explain to you why. Let me explain my whole synopsis The reason why my sources, where I got my information. Now, if you still want to keep doing it, that's fine. But if you're willing to work with me and put a pause on that celebration, put a pause on certain things, I'll show you how deep this goes. But if you say, I'm going to celebrate my family, all right, you do you. You do you. But I'm not gonna break up with you and then come back with you on tax season, like you said. Like you're trying to
Finesse you.
doing
Yeah.
that. Not doing it.
Let me read this one little thing here out of one of my fault. This is Lamentation, the second chapter, right? And we were just talking about it, right? This is how Esau is looking at it. Lamentation, the second chapter, verse 15. All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, meaning all of Israel, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says, saying, is this the city that men call perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Is this the people? Look at them dressing in all this Christmassy stuff, and got the tree to my Merry Christmas, all this stuff. In their minds, they're really thinking of telling them, and look at these people. These people are crazy. We got them so brainwashed.
They're sipping on eggnog.
Yeah. We're giving them gifts, and they just taking that stuff and glorifying it and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it's amazing. And it says, all thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. All of them. Not only Esau, but all these nations have opened their mouth against you. Right? Mm-hmm. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. They laughing at you. We got y'all. We can take whatever we want from y'all, and y'all gonna accept it, and you're gonna love us no matter what we do to you, right? And swallowed you up. Certainly, this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it, and they're so happy and so excited that they have your mind, because you control the mind, you can control the body, and they have your mind. That's why they don't have those chains around your neck anymore. They don't have them chains. They don't have to, because your mind is gone. We got you celebrating everything but what you're supposed to celebrate.
But that's why when the time will come, the time where people are afraid to meet their maker,
mm-hmm.
and they're not going to understand what was going on. But let's read how it's going to go down. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 33, right? As I live, saith the Lord, Yahweh, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with fury poured out,
mm-hmm.
will I rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people and will gather you out of the countries wherein ye are scattered. With a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm,
right,
and with a fury poured out.
Right.
I will bring you into the wilderness of the people, and there I will plead with you face to face. Who's going to talk back to the Lord? He's going to plead with you face to face. Are you going to talk back to the Lord? I know about y'all, but I remember my parents used to backhand me in the face when I used to get into grown folk conversations.
God.
Verse 36. Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt, so will I plead with you, said the Lord Yahweh. And I will cause you to pass under the rod, and I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. Now, this is the part that people think that that's not going to go down, right? Verse 38. And I will purge out from among you the rebels. Now, you a jacket wearing, Hell's Angels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do what the Lord say. I'll do my way. I'm saying, Most High gonna do what? And them that transgress against me, I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourned, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord. The Most High not gonna play with you.
Mm-hmm.
You walking with a swagger when I'm telling you to walk straight. Oh, word, chop you up.
I think that's us though. That's Israel.
Well,
Israel try to, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that stuff. I believe it. I want to listen. My children is more important than anything to me, man. I'm gonna do whatever it takes, brother. You know what I'm saying, to make my children happy. This is how we are.
but a couple of verses above that said, "We're gonna plead with us face to face,
Mhm.
pillar of fire, or whatever element the Most High is gonna appear as. We're gonna make you understand. Either you bow down to this law, or I'm gonna cut you down.
That's right.
You follow this. This is the way. This is the way. This is the life. This is the way I want it to be. Like you can't have no. You have no say.
Come on. Let me get this one right here. It says 1 Corinthians 10,
Mhm.
right? And it says, verse 19. What say I then? That the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything? Right? It's asking a question. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to the Most High.
Hmm.
And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Most I wish, because he knows his people. He said, look, man, I wish that you don't have fellowship with devils, right? That's his point speaking, right? And it says, ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the table of devils. You
Yeah,
can't be on this side. You can't split. The Most High says you can't be lukewarm.
yeah,
You
man.
gotta be
It better be cold than to be lukewarm, man.
right. You gotta be hot though.
Yeah,
Don't be hot.
he would prefer us to be burning, burning
Right.
hot, man. Just just yo, our eyes just burning, like
Yeah.
yo. You know what I'm saying? But
It
people are
says, let me read this last one. It says in 22, do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than he? A lot of people think they're stronger than him, though.
okay. Get me Psalms 39:5. Let's see. Let's see. No, because everybody's been there, you know, in the beginning of your youth, you feel like a lion or a lioness. Nobody can tell you nothing. You know that
Right.
song. Nobody can tell me nothing. You walking with a swagger, you feel strong. You just came out the gym. Your muscles are pumped up. Let's
God,
see what the scriptures say about that. Psalm
God.
39:5.
Oh, Salakia. You
Just finished
know,
eating some lamb.
Psalms 39:5.
Yeah. Your belly's full, your haircut's done, you looking good. You got your perm done, or smell like a jungle gardenia. Like women, you smelling good, you know what I'm saying? Straight from Sephora, right? Let's see what the Lord say. Go ahead.
Behold, thou hast made my days as a handbreadth.
As a hand's breadth. You know those still flowers, those little weeds that you blow on and those little feathers that just fly away.
Mm-hmm.
You take grass in your hand and you just blow it away. That's a hand's breadth, right?
Right.
You made your life as a hand's breadth. That means that your life is just easily going. Keep going.
And mine age is as nothing before thee.
Mm-hmm.
Verily, every man at his best state is altogether vanity.
Altogether vanity. I'm,
That's
I'm,
cold right
I'm,
there.
I'm the stuff. Those videos about these women, TikTok and Kevin Samuels, all them. Yo, I deserve this. I deserve what yo.
Right.
You deserve what the Lord give you.
Exactly.
Trust me, man. Vanity before the Lord.
Let's let's read on that. I don't want.
Keep going.
It says, surely every man walketh in a vain show.
Vain what?
Vain show.
Uh,
Surely they are disquieted in vain. He heapeth up riches
mm.
and knoweth not who shall gather them.
And that's the same thing that's said in the curses in Deuteronomy.
God,
Because brothers is heaping all types of gold and all types of stuff, but in the end, Jay-Z, he's making billions. But above him, there's a so-called white man who's making
God.
5 times more money.
What's that saying? Haggai, your pockets. What is it says?
I think it's verse 16 or 17.
Haggai, hold on. Yeah, right here. Haggai 1:6. He says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little.
Mm.
You eat, but you have not enough. You drink, but ye are not filled with drink. You clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes."
A bag of holes. Now that's why Yahushua said you cannot put old wine into new bottles, and you cannot put new raiment upon old raiment.
Yeah.
One is going to contaminate the other. If you want to be new, you have to be completely new. If you want to be completely new, you got to humble yourself. Because if not, the Most High is going to be like, oh word, you that tough? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something. Yo, that's why. Yo, it's better to go with the Lord under the radar. You just
right.
You're under the radar. Just do your thing. And the Most High decide to reward you. Just word. Thank you, Lord. If I lose it, that's okay. If I keep it for a while, that's okay too. I'm too wild.
But people will work. They'll work their butt off overtime just to get gifts, presents. Work they health to death. Be sick just to try to get everything for this upcoming hell day. And it's sad. I see it all the time. You're like, man, y'all gonna learn. You gonna learn.
Mm. And this is why, like the Most High, He gave you all these different celebrations, all these different things to celebrate. But you gravitate to things that are not of the Lord, which is why, like, even now there are people that realizing they've been going to, those fraternities in college and all that, and they realize they've been bowing down to a pagan Greek pagan god.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sister Wanda she got a question in there.
Someone wants to give me $1,000 for Christmas. I turn it down as they gave it to me at 26. It's like this. Flee all appearance of evil. If the optics are bad, it's bad. It's like saying, yeah, Wanda, my family wants to cook some Thanksgiving dinner. But it's not Thanksgiving dinner. It's just on the day of Thanksgiving. You want to come over and eat? No. The optics look bad. It just looks bad. Now, if you want to, they tell you, I want to give you $1,000 for Christmas, just say, you know what, man? Can you give it to me 1 week later, or a couple of days later, just to
or before that.
Yeah, or before that, just a buffer. You know what I'm saying? Put a buffer between that day and the money. So we agree that it's not on that day you give me that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it, yo, Lord, I can't turn down the money.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I tried. You know what I'm saying? Give me that, Lord. Most High.
$1,000 go a long way out of one.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying not to accept it, just not on that day. The optics look bad.
God.
Okay, give me Jeremiah 3:1.
God out of one. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, shall he return unto her again?
Exactly. So on Shabbat, a lot of us gonna lay down before that Christmas tree. They're gonna basically have spiritual fornication with that whole celebration. And you're gonna go the next day, you're gonna go to church and act like everything's hunky-dory. when the scriptures tell you that God hates Christmas, man. That's in Jeremiah 10.
Yeah, Con.
He hates it. But you're gonna fornicate with Christmas, and the next day you're gonna go and that I love the Lord, I love the Lord. Wait a minute, man. Like you basically were in the midst of all that celebration. You almost were coddling that Christmas tree, man. And next day you're gonna celebrate. Oh, I love the Lord. I love this. I love that. No. Let's look at watch. Let's look at Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, right, and 10.
Ah, that's
It
my
says,
favorite chapter in wisdom.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, and verse 10. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it.
Mm-hmm.
So you grab that tree, you bring it to the house, you deck it with silver and gold. You're gonna be punished, right? Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of God they are become an abomination and a stumbling blocks to the souls of men and a snare to the feet of the unwise.
Mm-hmm.
So, why would you be in the midst of that and be caught up and the Most High going to destroy you for it? Verse 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication,
Mm.
and the invention of them the corruption of life. But neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. I mean that after the Most High come back, we outshot, and all the elements stop. All these people thinking they're gonna celebrate Christmas. No, no, that's gonna stop. But why not stop even before he gets back? Get back, get in that mode.
Con, you should start up a little bit on that because it goes into idolatry, which is what this Christmas tree is. It's idol worship, man. You know, it says, I'm gonna read just one little thing here. Verse 8, yep. It says, but that which is made with hands is cursed, as well it as he that made it. He because he made it, and it because being corruptible, it was called God.
Mm.
Right? It was called God because that. What does that tree represent supposedly?
Babylonian customs.
Babylon. But today is supposed to represent what? The birth of Christ. This is what that's supposed to be the spiritual thing. But the Bible doesn't say Christ was born on December 25th.
Nowhere.
And
nowhere.
Some people know that, but you still want to, oh, it don't matter. See, nothing matters. Let me show you.
Nothing matters to a fool.
Yeah, let me show you how things matter. Hold on. It's Ecclesiasticus, the 5th chapter, right? 5 and it says, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small matter. Don't be ignorant of that. This is a great matter. Christmas is a great matter, flat out.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're celebrating this. You're talking about our King. Would you be mad if somebody came to you and said, if you was born on this day and they told you that you was born on that day, and they celebrating on that day instead of the day that you was born, whatever, right? Let's just put it in perspective. When you be mad,
Yeah.
that ain't my day. What's wrong with you? So how do you think our King feels about you doing this in idolatry, man, which is in vain? It's just sad.
And it's like this. Oh, you know, Dante or Shauna, you have to be good all year to get a gift at the end of the year. Not only are you negotiating with your children to behave a certain way, but you have them at the end of the year. You build up this fornication of the spirit during the whole year, and at the end of the year, you make them bow down before the tree.
That is crazy, right? And worship the white man saying that he bought it or he gave it to you,
Yeah,
like coming down the chimney.
bro. Like when you're supposed to teach your children, yo. Even back then, back in the days when it says our parents used to teach us fire and brimstone. If you don't act right, the Most High gonna destroy you. It was better.
Mm-hmm.
At least there was fear. Now you're doing it for gratification, for what you want, rather than doing it for righteousness or out of fear, which is even better. All year, the parents been building up. They even pay for Christmas hampers and food boxes all year. They tell you, yo, you have to act right. You have to get good grades. You have to do this. Incentive to do the right thing rather than do the righteousness for righteousness' sake and more importantly for the Lord's sake. But now you find yourself negotiating with children, which is why today children are unruly.
Mm-hmm.
I have to make a deal with my son.
Right.
Jordan. I'm not saying, yo, tell your son not to have good grades. Yo, I went to school. My dad said, yo, you have good grades, I'm gonna give you some Jordan 11s. Now, where? I bet. Watch.
There's nothing wrong with rewarding your
I'm
children.
going in on them studies.
Right.
But it wasn't for Christmas.
Right.
It was, yo, I'm doing it because I want them Jordans. I want to get good grades. You know, our black parents, you don't get them grades. Yo, you gonna be like, yo, I didn't send no stupid kid to school. I sent him to school to learn. But you coming back home with these grades and you want a pair of Jordans? Nah. Nah. Not doing that.
And you saying that by you saying that though, see, your child gets all year. Why you have to pick this day to give your children even more stuff and then break yourself? Because from here, you got so-called New Year, right? So that's more money that's gonna come out your pocket.
And you know what's funny is that smart people, like especially my people, if you realize after these people spent all their money during this time, if you wait till January, at the end of January, that's when the real specials come in. Because nobody got money. So everything is on sale. You could grab everything.
Yep.
Sister Wana, that $1,000, you could put it in further use at that time. But people want, nah, I want to be with the Joneses. I want to spend the money around Christmas. It's going to be nice and cool. Nah, brother. Keep that money on the side. Just wait. Just wait 1 month. At the end of January, oh, she's 70%. Oh, Snoop. 70% off? 80% off? And I know women going to go crazy. You're like, oh, man, wow. Yo, they're not going to go buy anything on Shein.
Right.
You're like, yo, I'm going to go to, some nice stores and buy something on special, man. Because everybody spend their money. They ain't got no money left. And these stores need to make the numbers. You have to play smart.
People understand the whole year a store is in what? The red? They're in the red. They lose them. But once that Christmas come around, that's when they jump.
Yeah, they jump the prices high up, man. They have to make up that loss.
Well, not that. It's just the fact that they have to get back into the black. Right? They have to get back into a profit. Because they in the red all year long because they didn't got all this stuff. So what they do is they depend on the people. So they put all that stuff on sale so people can go and buy it. So they can get back into make a profit off things. And they do, because they know after Christmas, everything goes up. Everything goes up for sale. And that's when the biggest sales is. After the holiday. But they get people before the holiday because it's about the children. And then who goes out after the holiday? Like you was just saying, the women. And get the sales. And buy things for themselves.
Yeah, the smart ones, smart women know what time it is. They move different. But like, I want to let y'all go go to the slaughter, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yo, it would have been better if they went to buy toilet paper for the family. I get you. Nah,
God.
they buy things that are useful. Um, give me Jeremiah 3:20.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 20. Surely, as a wife treacherously departeth from her husband, so have ye dealt.
Jeremiah 3:20. Oh, 2:20. It's a lot. 2:20.
Salaki. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 20. For of old time I have broken my yoke and burst thy bands, and thou sayest, I will not transgress. When upon very high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest playing the harlot.
What tree? What tree was that? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Let me read that again.
Read that again, Lord. You go underneath the Christmas tree and they're playing. They're playing what? Read that again.
God out of one. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 20. For of old time I have broken thy yoke and burst thy bands, and thou sayest, I will not transgress. When upon every high hill and under every green tree thou wanderest playing the harlot.
So every year, a lot of people just go around and they say, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do none of that no more. And you get down underneath that Christmas tree and you playing the harlot, man. And that's men and women. You playing the harlot. You messing around with the spiritual fornication. Keep going.
God. Yet I, that scripture is so cold, but anyway. Jeremiah 2:21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
Me grafting in Christmas and all these celebration onto yourself. When in the beginning you were a noble vine, man. Keep going.
Verse 22. For though thou wash thee with nitro or nitrin, and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord God.
You stink of iniquity. You smell wrong. You don't smell this the way I made you to smell. Keep going.
How canst thou say, I am not polluted? I have not gone after Balaam.
Yeah, you bowing down to a Christmas tree. Keep going.
See thy way in the valley. Know what thou hast done. Thou art a swift dromedary traversing her ways.
Keep going.
A wild ass used to the wilderness.
Yeah, you used to being out here doing stuff. Go ahead.
Can use up. It says a wild ass used to the wilderness that snuffeth up the wind at her pleasure. In her occasion, who can turn her away?
That means you out here doing what you want, sniffing the air, having a good time, but nobody can tell you nothing because you're hard-headed. Keep going.
All they that seek her will not weary themselves. In her month, they shall find her.
Yeah, when the time comes, you're gonna find you where you should be, underneath that Christmas tree. We know exactly what Northside know exactly where you are, what time, doing wicked. Go ahead.
Verse 25. Withhold thy foot from being unshod, and thy throat from thirst. But thou sayest, there is no hope. No, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go.
Now, watch this. Read verse 28.
Verse 28.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 2:28. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee?
Yeah. Where are they? During the whole year, where was this Christmas tree when you needed it? You was never there to be found, couldn't help you, wouldn't do nothing for you. Keep going.
Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble, for according to the number, Salakia, but Salakia, I gotta start over. It says, but where are they? Where are thy gods that thou hast made thee?
Mm-hmm.
Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble, for according to the number of thy cities are thy gods, O Judah, Yahudah, O Judah.
I mean, they put that Christmas tree in that house. If a burglar come in, and we all know which burglar I'm talking about, that red suit, white man breaking and entering dude. Lo and behold, most people will say, "Oh, it's Santa. We don't touch him.
Yep.
He laying down gifts. Let him do his thing, bro. What you doing?
God.
Like any time, other time of the year, we have people that shoot people that come into their house, people that beat people that come into their house at night. But around this time of year, we're like, yo, I'm gonna allow this white man to come into my mind and tell me what to do, and I have to celebrate this celebration, which is, by the way, is wicked to begin with. It started from a wicked root. And anything made from a wicked root cannot be made good
At all.
at all. But you allow that to come into your children's mind, come into, and we already read that that's spiritual fornication, which is corrupts life itself for a long period of time. And that's why when people like us, Israelites, brothers and sisters, come to these people or our family, we tell them Christmas is not of God. They're like, no, I don't believe you. That's not right. Because you invested all this money, all this time into something that's false. And that's cognitive dissonance. You cannot accept the truth because, like, nah, I ain't spent all that money into nothing. That can't be. All them good times, all them good feelings that made me feel, you can't tell me it's wrong. Yes, it is.
Let's read it. Can we read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
God, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 1. He says, and Elohim spake unto Moses, saying, make thee 2 trumpets of silver, and of whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly, and for the journeying of the camps. Oh, Salakia, I'm in the wrong one.
Talking about Jeremiah 10? Or
Yeah, Jeremiah 10. I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong one. Jeremiah 10. Salakia. Whew. Jeremiah 10, chapter 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with an axe. What is that? You cut a tree out the forest. What is that? The same thing you putting up in your house. I mean, that's just plain. That's plain. You can't get no more plainer than that. So when you read that, that should comprehend in your mind quick. One cut a tree out of a forest. You should go, oh. So what is this going to say? He said, don't follow the ways of the heathen. That's a heathen way. He said, don't follow that. Cutting the tree out of the forest. Right? It says they deck it in verse 4 with silver and with gold. What? Don't they have a song about that? Silver and gold. They have a song about that. That should pop something in your mind.
But it's just
a tree being cut out of the forest and decking it with silver and gold. I don't understand.
You a lot of people don't know how much money is being spent on this so-called holiday, man. If you look at if you have Netflix, Hulu at your house, Peacock or Tubi, and you count how many Christmas movies are out there, man, during this time that have just been made, bro,
Amazing.
it's amazing. You have
Mhm.
channels that's devoted to it, like HGTV and
Yeah.
Lifestyle, and
Mhm.
all these channels. You have movies, Christmas carols, you have CDs.
AMC, AMC, they repeat Christmas Carol, whatever. You got Rudolph the Red Nose. You got all kind of different. You
Oh,
got everything on there.
everything. You even have DVDs that play music in the background with wood crackling on the screen. Like,
Fine.
yo, dude, the money. I mean, you could even imagine people making money around this time on YouTube just playing music with fire on the screen,
Yeah.
and they're taking advantage of it. And it's like,
Generation after generation is following this, and they keep teaching that generation the same thing over and over again and again. It's a repeated process over and over again. And the white man knows that he got your mind. Man.
got your mind.
And limitations, like I was saying, they hissing, they gnashing their teeth, and they know that they got the mind of the children of the daughters, of Israel. They got
That's why I don't know if anybody saw that episode of Dr. Phil with that sister that was saying that whole Christmas garbage is garbage,
it.
and she was in front of everybody. She was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yo, Christmas is garbage.
You're right.
And it's a pagan holiday. Y'all just mixed it in with."
Yeah, that was a while back. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh
Yeah.
man, yo, people was like, yo, like it shows how ignorant
Yeah.
people are. They just that's why it's, I love my people, but those that don't want to give it up, I don't hate you as a person, but I hate what you have inside you
Mm-hmm.
that make you not want to give up that celebration of Easter. And
Right.
it's not Easter, it's Ishtar, and you know, Halloween and Independence
Easter.
Day, and all that garbage. There's something inside you that refuses you to let it go.
Right.
Got you so enamored, so into the matrix of that celebration that you saying no, I don't want to give it up. Because when I was a kid, that was the only time the family came together.
It's
But
the fear of God, but it's the wrong God.
exactly. Because during
Right.
in the scriptures, Leviticus 23, it tells you, yo, the list of all the events that you could do
Mm-hmm.
at a certain time. And it's like, if you was really body about the Lord, you would even study the constellations, study
Mm-hmm.
the stars, and what time or what event, or you would even go as brothers or people that you know, or even people in the street, yo, when we gonna celebrate this or that according to scriptures. Yo, come back, we'll tell you, or we have to watch the stars, this is how we work. The month is not the beginning of the month, but at a certain date when the new moon appear. Blah blah blah. And people would learn, but they don't want to learn. They're like, nah, I already have this celebration over here. Why would I, you know, try to make it make sense? But lo and behold, the scriptures tell you that, yo, if you understand how the moon, the stars, the constellation move, and how they interact with you as being made from the earth, you would gain a mastery of time itself, a
Mm-hmm.
mastery of understanding what's going on. You would be in tune with the elements. But it's like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to study and learn. I just want to celebrate Christmas, open gifts. Bro, I
Got it.
want to send my child in a costume of a Mystique or Ninja Turtles or in a dress and go get candy from strangers at their door when there's Jeffrey Dahmers out there and, you know, people that just kidnap kids. When a white woman tells you, yo, if you're lost, ask a black man for help. That goes to show you that there's some evil going on. But you want to take your child and put him, go to the mall and put your child on a white man's lap with a fake beard.
Yep. Yep. A pedophile. Yep. That's
And,
exactly right. Let me
and
read this. Let me read this one little thing here. Is what who's destroying our people? those false prophets, those false pastors, those false leaders. That's who's destroying our people. Jeremiah 23, and it reads, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Most High, saith the Allahayah. Verse 2, it says, therefore, thus saith the Most High power of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Most High.
That reminds me of that pastor that got robbed in the midst of it.
Oh man!
And now he's in trouble. He's in trouble with the government.
Mm-hmm.
That's judgment for the Most High.
Yeah. He got on Fendi. What he got on? White man's design. All that for the white man design. You got the Mercedes Benz and the Bentley and all that stuff. All that lying and stealing from old people too. Just to have a Fendi shirt on from a white man. And a dang on Rolls Royce. Are you serious? You want to steal from your own people just so you can have that? What kind of man are you? And then call yourself being a pastor?
Yeah.
They learn that from them, man.
It's self-perpetuating hate, man. Not only do you do that to people that you're dealing with and you're supposed to shepherd, but you're doing it to yourself. You're eating your own flesh.
Man.
And it's like, people don't understand, man. Like,
speak on it.
I'm sure everybody in the chat, everybody's watching, they want to get up on up out of here, man. They want to get up on out of here, man. They want to go back home, but we can't. Because we got people celebrating all these Christmas stuff. And it's like, bro, let it go. Let it go. I'm not saying I never celebrated Christmas. I celebrated Christmas, it was like maybe, 20 years ago? It was the one and only time I was like, oh, yeah, this is what it is. But the fact is, my father wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
My mom wasn't there. So it's like, yeah. You know?
Don't they talk about the 10 Commandments? I hate to cut you off.
Go ahead.
You're bringing out some great points, and they're making me think. But don't they talk about the 10 Commandments?
Who?
The church. That's the main thing they talk about, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments, right? What is the first commandment? I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read it. Exodus 20 says, "And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power." Right? Which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Yeah, they go in the forest, they cut a tree and bring it into the house.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
No, now why? It's okay. I could cut the tree and bring it to the house.
Thou shalt have no other gods.
It's not a god, though. It's just a tree.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
But I'm just bowing down in front of it to open gifts.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image of any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God,
and will curse thee to the third and fourth generation. Yo, Most High not playing game, man. Yo, it's like, word? Yo, that's why you want to go celebrate Christmas as a woman. I like you. I would like you to be in my life, but I'm not going to sacrifice the Most High for you. Now, either you give it up or I'm gone. But my family, I understand. I'm going to show you a different way.
Ain't no trees in my house.
Nah, man.
Not
yo,
one.
Listen, man, you got to be rough. Yo, you're going to make enemies because you love the Lord. You're going to make enemies. But we gotta celebrate Christmas though. No,
Right.
no, you're not gonna bring that stuff in my house.
Right.
Just like you're not gonna bring shrimp in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went to the store and I bought. You bought what? Chicken fried, shrimp fried rice or word?
Uh-uh.
Stay outside. Stay
Nope.
outside.
I'm gonna take it and throw it. You bought it for nothing.
Well, I'm gonna kick it out of your hands.
I don't know what's wrong with you. But ain't that the craziness, right? They say the Ten Commandments, and they don't even know the first commandment that they talking about. You know what I'm saying?
But
The
they
Ten
say
Commandments.
they say they Baptist or they Adventist, right? I love God. I love the Lord.
I
But,
love the Lord. I
but
love the Lord.
you're doing all types of wickedness. But you
Hallelujah.
love the Lord though. Come on, man. You don't know what love is. Love is to keep the commandments and not bringing a tree inside your house.
Mm-mm-mm. And if I could show you that in the Bible, that should wake you up and tell you. If I could show you that plain as day, that they cut the tree out the forest and they wrap it with silver and gold and stand it up, that should let you know.
And you realize, like, you have kids in the house. Let's say you have a nice house with 2 floors, right? You tell your children, do not open the gifts before midnight or something, right? They they get up, run downstairs, and the first thing they do is bow down. Boom, they sliding, jumping on the carpet, bowing down, and
Oh,
they
nah.
going underneath the tree, underneath the bosom of that tree,
Did
and
Santa
bowing
come?
down. Yo, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, and then you say, "Oh, it's not idolatry. It's not spiritual fornication." Yes, it is.
Mm.
Yes, it is. You bowing down in front of a tree that you brought into your house, and you saying, "Oh, I love God." You don't know who God is, because if you
Mhm.
did, you wouldn't bring a tree in your house. You wouldn't go about in your life doing all types of madness, having sex with 12 different women. That's whoredom, man.
Yeah, man.
No, now you going out in the world having the relations with 20 different women. Now
Right.
you hold him on the flesh. Now on top of that, at the end of the year, you bowing down in front of the tree. That's holding of the spirit.
Found another one.
You just went, yo, and people don't realize how you add sin upon sin. And you're like, and you don't even see that your stuff don't stink.
Done.
Yo,
Done. And what else is crazy is that the Most High holidays, everything that you're doing is in the Most High holidays. You have a time to bring gifts to your children, which is Purim,
pure rim.
right? You have a new year, right?
You
That
could,
you can celebrate and turn up
yeah,
and be happy about it.
you could do it at Passover.
Yeah.
When we left Egypt, we was grabbing stuff and leaving. So you could have grabbed something and be like, yo, at the end of Passover, at the closing, you take it to, hey, boom, here, boom, for you. Yo, there's so many other ways you could have done it. But our people are not imaginative. They want to read.
Huh?
First fruits, you could have done it there. You give to the Most High, and you say, yo, I know it's not typical, but the first fruit of my winnings,
Mm-hmm.
my son, you're my daughter, you're my wife, here, boom,
There you go.
boom.
Right.
But we don't do it at Christmas. Oh, what? Nah, we don't. Don't you want your gift earlier?
But you got the whole year to give.
Yeah.
I give all year, bro. All year out of one. All year. I give. You know what I give? Food on the table, a roof over your damn head, clothes on your back. You know what I'm saying? If my daughter needs something, car break down, here you go, honey. You know what I'm saying? Daddy gonna take care of that for you. Boom, over here. You know, I'm
Yo,
gonna get this.
you know what's weird? You got kids. Oh, you could have given it to me at so-called Christmas. Be like, yo, I gave it to
Right.
you during first fruits. That's even earlier during the summer. You can enjoy the stuff. And what you think? You can have fun with it. Do what they do. You know what I'm saying? People are, how come you got that? Because it's a high holy day. My daddy gave me that because we came out of Egypt. Our ancestors came out of Egypt. We didn't come out there empty-handed. Then like 50 days later, It's like you get another gift. Like, why you give me that? Because it's first fruits. The first fruit of my winnings, I give it to you. You're my
Right.
boy. You're my daughter. Boom.
I don't
And after
want.
that, the
Can
trumpet.
you can you imagine all of Israel gathering together? Right. We coming on a day of Purim. We coming on dedication. We coming on Feast of Tabernacles. We coming on all these holy days, man. And we all together. Can you imagine the? Oh man, you know how we do. You know how we do. We turn up.
You
You
turn
know how
up,
we get
boy.
down, right?
Come
Can
on,
you imagine
man. Yeah, boy.
the camaraderie, the love, the man? That would be so beautiful.
And you know what's funny? The scriptures tell you that we are the salt of the earth.
Man,
Every time you see these so-called events like Christmas parties and stuff like that, it's always Israel that be turning up the joint.
mhm,
So why not turn up at your own high holy days, man?
man.
Forget about theirs, man. Let them have their mayonnaise and raisins, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna chill with our people and chill with our thing.
Raisins what is it? Turkey salad or chicken salad? Or something?
Salad with mayonnaise and raisins. What type of wickedness is that, man? Yo, it's like, yo,
With mayonnaise.
that should be a signal to our people.
Man, raisins with mayonnaise? Are you serious?
Oh yeah, man. That should be a signal to our people. You show up, you see mayonnaise and raisins, be like, yo, I can't be here, man. I gotta go. There's something wrong here. There's some demon up
Well, man, but that is the
demons
truth,
up
man.
Yo, but people don't think like, yo, listen, man.
Man, wicked,
Yo,
wicked.
that's why, like, yo, when that's why, like, all year, and our people, we are people that are very trodden underfoot. So all year, you have brothers have issues, and if we love each other, gifts will be flowing all around. And I'm not talking about things that cost money. I'm talking about, yo, I could put you in contact with this dude. He can help you with this. Bam.
Man,
Like, yo, I need somebody to fix my computer or fix this or
yeah.
fix that. Oh, I got somebody for you. Boom.
Mhm.
Call this dude. He's in your area. Like, boom, descend on you. Be like, yo, boom. And things could get done. And it's like, yo,
Man,
wow, man, yo, Israel, man, they be having people that know how to do all types of stuff.
that's the king of. I mean, that's the kingdom, man. That's the peace that we're all looking for. Can you? I just let me get this right quick. I want to get this right quick. 13. I'm gonna do Isaiah 13. I just want to get the peace. It says, it's talking about Babylon, right?
Uh-huh.
And it says, I'm gonna start at 4. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon
Uh-huh.
and say, how have the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Alahayim have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, right? It's broken his power,
Yeah.
right? It says he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger and is persecuted and none hindering. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Who's breaking forth into singing? The children of Israel is breaking forth into singing, man, because we've been oppressed, right? We the ones that's been oppressed and broken down and you know what I'm saying, and hit, and we the ones fired from your job, this and that. We're gonna break it to singing. That's gonna be peace, right? That's gonna be peace for us, and I cannot wait for that day. Hopefully, I'll get there. You know, I cannot wait for this day. Babylon's gonna fall.
and
It is written.
and when you have your high holy days, whether it be the first or the 33rd, when the vibe is right, everybody have a good time. We
Man,
vibrate at the same frequency.
man.
We just chilling, reading scriptures, eating food, talking to people we just met, talking scriptures, talking wisdom, proverbs, wisdom of Solomon.
All right.
You
You remember the movie The Matrix
come.
when everything was done and they was in there partying and it was
Yeah,
jumping, it was
Zion.
pumped up. Yeah, yeah, it was pumped up and it was, man.
And
Can you imagine?
it was Eve that made that move. That's why she put Zion as the name of the holy city of the town where people could chill and relax and be
Right.
warm with each other.
God.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, Esau was up in there. Like, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? But
God.
when we vibing, man, it's like, man,
He had no choice. But anyway. Yeah.
we vibing, man. It's like you eating food, chilling. Yo, you need something? Yeah, we need more beer. People are like, yeah, no problem. Brother be like, yo, you just need one case. Now we don't need no one case. Just grab mad cases, man.
Hallelujah.
We got to
Hallelujah.
we got to sleep
Real.
on the floor. It don't matter when brothers are sleeping.
God.
We're gonna get drunk and get messed up. We're gonna turn up for the Lord.
Yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful thing.
Yo,
It's just, and the thing about it is just gonna be peace.
yeah,
That's the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is about peace.
about peace. It's just like in the book of Maccabees. First Maccabees, it said before Esau came on the scene,
Seeing
the world was quiet.
it was quiet.
It was quiet. You know what I'm saying? Before the
Why?
white man came on
Why
the
was it
scene,
quiet?
we had beef with each other. But everybody went back to their country, go back where you came from. It's not your name. But I bet. I prefer to go back where I came from. But as soon as Esau came on the scene, he's like, nah, we ain't got enough land. Nah, we ain't got enough food. And they built ships. And they came and they started killing folk. They're like, bro, why you came out of them caves, man? Everything was Tawab, but why you came out, man? He went off. We went off. Until this day, we still off.
Yep.
Bowing down to the Christmas tree and saying hi to Santa. And even some of our women wearing a red bonnet and them red skirts with fluffy, puffy stuff. And it's like, yo, bro, like you're not in the Playboy Mansion. You're not, what are you doing? And some of them even doing it because they work at a bar and they want to attract people at the bar. Like, it's really, people don't understand the craftiness of Esau.
Yeah.
Like, you go to Genesis 27, verse 41.
Verse 41.
27, verse 41.
27, verse 41.
27, 41.
Okay. Yeah. That's my thing right there. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 41.
So that's 40.
Gone out of one. The book of Genesis, chapter 7, verse 27, verse 40. And by the sword shall thy live, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Keep going.
Verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
See that, man? That man is like he's like a snake under a rock, man. Yo, you as a man, you trying to make sure your land is clean, and he just comes in and just bites you unexpectedly, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not gonna stay where he's at, man. He can't. You look at his track record, this man just goes around, just slays people. Look at Venezuela, man. That land is full. That land has 33% tax. That means just to survive on basic necessities, you have to earn 3 times what you would normally earn to be able to sustain yourself.
Yes, since Chavez died, right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They really have been turning up over there in Esau. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing some dirty stuff over there.
I'm telling you,
You know.
man. And it never ends.
Mm-mm.
They always have their hand in doing wickedness and behind the scenes, man.
Right.
Always.
You know, crazy. So let me see. Let me see. Let me get. I wanna get. Never mind. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Um, but um, I mean, with that, I'm good, Lord. I mean, I think we got our point across.
Gone.
I mean, this Shabbat is going to be a crossroads for a lot of people. I would pray that if people ask you why you don't celebrate, and you know they're your people, try to set them straight. Try to save a soul, because the storm is a storm. Snowstorm is coming, and this cold weather brings all types of diseases and pestilence.
Yep.
So if you could save one person from, or help them to understand what they're doing is wrong, and spare them the pain and anguish of catching any disease or dying in their sleep or dying in pain and agony, set them straight, man, because what's coming is not going to be enjoyable. It's only going to get worse before it gets better.
And who's the Lord of hosts?
The Most High God, man. And
Right.
Lord of hosts means Lord of armies, man.
Right. The Lord of armies. Who's the army of the Most High?
Them angels.
Israel too, right?
Come.
We his army, right? So this is Isaiah 29:6. It
Mm.
says, and what you were just talking about. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake." I be telling my mom, I said the Most High is not just all love.
No, that's an imbalance. It's wrong.
It's right. She be like, "Nah, that's the devil." You know, that's how they think. That's the devil doing that. You know, this that. I said so. The devil controls what's going on, like in the weather, things like that. I mean, they do have some control over it a little bit, but does the devil control things like that? I mean, come on, man.
The devil came to the Most High just to be able to touch Job, man.
Right, right. So I told her that too. To be truthful, I told her that, and she just don't get it, you know. But the fact is, I told her the Most High is good and He's evil. What you consider evil is evil. He will kill you. I say He killed all the firstborn children in Egypt. What that's telling you.
Hmm. And
So
people think that, like, even in Israel, when the 250 princes, they were saying, "Oh, why is Moses the chosen?" Blah blah blah. I said, "Oh, word?
mm,
Bring your sensor." No, no, no,
yeah,
no. Hey, no, no, no. You open your mouth. You say what you said. Bring your sensor. All right.
right.
And what happened? They all died. They fell into a pit of fire. Boom. Imagine you there and you see people dying. Boom. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
dang.
Man,
Oh,
the Most High kills. That's just what it is. He sent Joshua to do what? Kill. He
David.
sent, he sent David to do what? Kill. What did
Even
Christ said?
Solomon
Christ
killed a
said,
man.
"Bring my enemies before me, and I will slaughter these mother."
yo, yo, man, yo, and even David, just to marry one of his wives, he had to
Yeah,
bring offerings, man. He had to cut
yes,
off some skin.
yes,
Yo, bro,
yeah,
bro, and that's why, like, our women, the women in Israel that know the scriptures, they know, like, they know that, our women didn't used to put their feet on the floor. That's how
mm,
dainty they were. That's how
yeah.
taken care of they were.
That's
Like, you ain't putting your feet
delicate.
on
Yeah,
man. Like, they were so beautiful, so on a higher level. That's why people don't understand. You see them Chinese people, they be carrying palanquins.
mm-hmm.
That came from us.
Yeah,
Our women didn't put their feet on the floor unless
huh?
it was a specific situation where they knew it was clean. It was clean. Yeah, now you can put your
That puts a spirit on a woman also.
yeah, but they have to earn that level.
Yeah,
But a lot of women today, oh, I deserve a $200,000 man.
right,
Man, are you? He that findeth a wife finds a good thing.
right.
You got to be a wife first.
Okay.
But you want some free stuff just because? No, no work like that, man. Even the men, us, we got to go out there and earn our money.
That's right.
We got to go out there and earn.
That's right.
And we are happy to earn as long
This is long.
as you come correct.
You, you,
Because we
you,
got to
you-
come correct to the Most High.
yeah, a man. Listen, a man don't want to. A man want peace when he comes home. He wants peace. He don't want all that bickering and nagging. He knows things need to be done. He don't. You don't think so? That's why he's trying to make the money that he needs to make in order to make things right. He don't need not to get on the ladies now, but he don't need a nagging woman consistently over his back.
And I understood that.
Like Sister Beverly said right here, order.
Good.
Everything needs to be done in order.
In decency and in order. Because as a man, we have to be in decency and in order before the Lord.
God.
We have to.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I mean,
yeah.
look at the Levites. Look at their order they had to do. The things they had to make sure that was in order. Can you imagine being a Levite trying to do all that stuff? Imagine on every holy day, it's a different way of doing things. So you had to remember that stuff.
And
Right?
remember the law. And
Yeah,
yo,
remember that. Yeah.
no, it's work, man. And that's why, like, not all, to be told, not all Levites was doing priestly duties. There was three families that was in the temple. The
God.
Kohath, Gershon, Merari, they were in the temple doing different things. But there were also Levites that was guarding
Right.
the temple. There was all the Levites that was around the town just being police. Like, yo, you can't do that. No, you can't do that.
Yeah, I get that, but the ones that needed to know these things, can you imagine all the stuff they had to remember inside of their minds, man? They had to remember this stuff. Like you said, all the law.
You gotta know. Every
Come on, man.
Levite need to know the law. That was base. That's basic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to the fact that we can't, as a man that love the Most High and a woman that is in order, and the scriptures tell you, there's in three things was I beautified: love of brethren,
Mm,
right? Love of neighbor, and
right.
a man and a wife that agree with each other.
Mm.
If being you, a man and his wife agree with each other, and everything to wow, you could go before the Lord and be even more bold because your wife got your back. You could be even more bold. Like David said, yo, will praise thee in the grave? Yo, you got to be bold, man. He said, yo, who can praise thee in the grave, Lord?
God.
Oh, man, you can't kill me. How am I going to praise you if I'm dead? Nah, you have to be bold, right, brother?
Bold.
Bold,
That's why we are the ambassadors of Christ. Because we are bold.
man, you speak to the Most High. Say, Most High, man, I gotta be like, yo. You got yo, and
God, sister.
Kun, and it's like we don't want as men. We don't want contention. We don't want contention. But you can't have that Christmas tree in the house. You just can't.
Can't have it.
You can't have it. But there's no but. You think it's me laying the law? No, it's the Most High.
Right.
I obey Him, and you have to obey Him too. You under the same heaven and earth, and same heaven, and you're on the same earth that I'm living on. If you want to obey, if you're not pleased to dwell, that's 1 Corinthians 7. If you're not pleased to dwell, I bet. And you causing me grief, you causing me all types of headache. Yo, I literally age.
You got to go.
Yo, you gotta go. Son, you don't want to obey the Lord? Like, come on.
You got to go.
You got to go. Like, and truth be told, a lot of men, when they tell you that as a woman you have to go, it hurts them. But I'm not gonna give up the Lord. I'm not.
I don't think
right on.
I don't think a lot of women understand that. A man, we have feelings. I mean, I seem like it because we are men. We have feelings too. You don't think we once you leave and go on about yourself that we some of us may sit up and boo hoo a little bit.
Yeah, man.
You
Or
know what I'm saying? Because that you've been in my life. You my you know
yeah, a part of you got ripped out. That
yeah.
rib got ripped out, man. It's like
Huh?
you gotta heal for a minute. Those three ribs gotta come back, and they gotta come back. I'm saying, it's like, I bet you gotta
God.
cut that out. Like,
And if a man tell you that he don't feel some type of way a little bit, I mean, come on, man. He's out of his mind. He's a nutcase.
he's a sociopath, or
Yeah,
he has no empathy or feeling.
yeah. Because I mean, you've been in my life, and I love you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on,
Yeah, man. You've been living with the same person for 15, 20, 30 years, man.
man.
It's not going to the gym that's going to fix that overnight. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
God, God. So with that, I don't want. You got anything else?
No, I'm too wild, man. With that,
Done. So
I
why
mean,
don't everybody please y'all like the video? That helps the
yeah,
algorithm.
con.
Like
And
the video. If you even don't even like us,
yeah, man,
like the video.
you don't
Right.
like the scriptures. Like the scriptures.
God.
All
So with
right.
that, we bid y'all farewell and shalom.
Shalom. Happy closing of Hanukkah.
Gone.